All right, welcome back. So in our previous video, we look at how to create this menu, all right, that is displayed across our screen horizontally. All right, in this video, we are going to look at how to implement the JavaScript to open different windows on our screen, and also how to have our links work so that they will take us to different pages and so forth. All right, so we would have created some pages before. So we had a page for, so we have add department. We also did one to view the department. All right, so we already have these pages. So we're going to be working with these first of all. So whenever the user clicks on view department, that's this one we're working with. Whenever the user clicks on add department, we want this to be opened up. Whenever the user clicks on view department, we want this one to be opened up. All right, so we are going to look at those now. All right, so just like this one, we are going to apply some Ajax to have the page open in the same window, all right, as the menu. All right, like this. So let's get straight into it. So we're working from here. All right, so these are all dead. So we're going to make them alive now. So let's head back over to our code. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a space to display the information in. So whenever the user clicks on add department, we want that window to be open in a space like down here. So we're going to make this into a div. And we have to give the div an ID so we can access it from the JavaScript. So the ID I'm going to use is work area. All right, so this is where the new windows will be displayed. All right, so with that done, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna head back up and we're gonna be adding a script tag in the head. So make sure you're in the head, and just below style, I'm gonna add a script tag for the JavaScript. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna be using the JavaScript to access the document object model. All right, so we're gonna be accessing the DOM using JavaScript. So first of all, I'm gonna deal with the add department. So when add department is clicked, as I said before, we want this to be displayed here on the page. All right, so this is where our active area is. So we're gonna display the add department down there. All right, whenever this is clicked. So let's continue. All right. All right, so in our script, don't get it mixed up. We have the style for the CSS script for our JavaScript and so on. All right, so in here, we're gonna create a function and it's called add dep. And all that we're gonna do in here, we're gonna just get the element by ID. So we have, it's gonna say document get element by ID. So this is what is gonna be happening. We're gonna find the element down here in the DOM. So we're gonna get the element by ID. So in this case, we're gonna get the element work area. All right. So this is the one I'm gonna get. I'm gonna change the inner HTML. So I'm gonna replace this inner HTML with this object here. All right. All right. So back to our code. All right. So I'm gonna say document that get element by ID, and the element's ID is work area. So that's what we're going to be getting. And what we're going to do now is that we're going to set the inner HTML. So the inner HTML is in here. I could have set it to anything. So I could say that element by ID sets inner HTML to hello. Let's see what's going to happen. So whenever a department is clicked, it's going to print hello on the screen. All right, so here we go. So there's it. Hello is printed, but that's not what we want to happen. We want this window to be displayed. All right, that's just a test. All right, so I'm going to replace the hello, remove hello from here. And what I'm going to say here is I'm going to be using the object tag. And normally we use the object tag to include applications like Java applets and other applications in our web page. Right. But here we're using it to include a PHP script. So let's say object. And the type is going to be equal to text/HTML. All right, so this page include both HTML and PHP scripts. All right. And the data is going to be the actual name of the page that you want to access. All right, so the data in our case is going to be equal to, let's look at it so we can be sure. The data is going to be the name of this page, which is the add department. If you look at the address, it says add department. This one, add department.php. That's going to be the data that we're working with. All right. It's add department.php. Close in double quote. And then that's pretty much it. I'm going to apply some style in terms of how I want this to appear on the screen. So the style I'm applying, I have a width 100%, the height, I put the height to 500 pixels. And close single quote. All right. So that's it for the, so I'm making it a little smaller so you can see. This document that get element by ID, so I specify the ID, which is work area. And then we set the inner HTML to object. That's object type equal to text/HTML. Specify the data, which is the name of the file. And set the style, the width, and the height, and the close or single quote. We'd have opened our single quote here. We should have opened the single quote here. All right, so the single quote is opened here, and it's closed over here. All right, so with that done, when we click on add department, we should now be seeing the add department window popping up on our screen. Let's see. All right, so this is our home screen. Let's refresh. All right, so let me click add department. Notice we're now seeing add department coming up on the screen. And that is how we use our JavaScript to update our screen without actually refreshing. All right. Good. And of course, the home screen is working. So the home will just take us back to the original page whenever home is clicked. All right. We can do the same for view because you notice here we have the view here. So you could link the view so it's displayed in the same window. All right. All right, so if you want to do the view one, I'm just going to make a copy of this. It's going to be view. And the other thing that I'm going to change is that the data is not going to be add department, but view department.php. How do I know it's view department.php? Because the name of the file here, view department.php, that's what we're using. All right. So once that is done, down here, the function is called view dep. So once we have done that, it should work. All right. So let's refresh. Let's add, and there's a view. So both of them are working. All right, good. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.